Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's topic, we're going to be discussing my hometown of San Francisco. We're going to be talking about everything you need to know about moving to my hometown, San Francisco. The truth about living in San Francisco from a perspective of someone who's actually born and raised in San Francisco. That being said, before we begin, remember, this channel is made for a mature audience. Once again, this channel is made for a mature audience. Now let's begin. Now, what to expect when you come to San Francisco? The first thing is that before you come to San Francisco, make sure to save up your pennies. Save as much as you can, because when looking for an apartment, the one who has the most money will be king or queen, either or, okay? You have to understand that in this market in San Francisco, the only ones who are going to strive when it comes to finding a place or a home is the ones who have money saved. Because you're going to have to compete with other individuals who also have money. Because remember, you're going to the place that's the Mecca, Silicon Valley, okay, where you have a lot of techies, and you're competing with people who are making $100,000 or more, okay, millionaires, billionaires. So the most money you have, the more better opportunity and your chances of actually finding a place. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, make sure your debt is eliminated, and make sure that your credit score is either higher than 700 or at least 750 to 800. Okay, because not only do you gonna have to have a substantial amount of money, but also you're going to have to be able to have a good credit score to compete with individuals who probably have no debt whatsoever, because they're able to pay on things at a much faster rate because they're making so much amount of money. So the highest credit score, the better. That makes you a prominent candidate for a place to live in San Francisco, along with money to put a deposit on your first and last month's rent. Okay, and you're probably talking about maybe $1,000 or up to maybe $4,000. So think about it. You're gonna have to have first month, second month, being first month and then last month rent together as your deposit. So the higher your score is, credit score is, the better off you are, along with the amount of money you have stashed away will make you even more of someone who is able to find a place much quicker if you have those two things together. Okay. Number three, expect to live with roommates. Now, if you're an individual who likes to live alone, like their space, San Francisco is not the place for you, because majority of the rent you'll have to share with other individuals, because if you're planning on living by yourself, you're probably going to spend around maybe $3,000 to $4,000 a month. Okay, in most places that's more than a lot of people mortgages. So if you are trying to survive in San Francisco, you're going to have to be able to live for other individuals. So expect to live with roommates paying over $1,000 or more for one bedroom, and you're going to be sharing the kitchen along with the living room and bathroom. So hopefully you're with people who understand that you're going to have to work together and see if you can have an arrangement where one person uses the restroom a certain time, and then the other person, so on and so forth. So you'll be able to work that out. So that's number three. Number 4, find a career in the tech field or the medical field. Those are your options in San Francisco, in Silicon Valley. All right, find a career in the tech field or the medical field so that you're able to make over $100,000 or more. Okay, and hopefully, eventually you're able to find a partner probably making the same thing, and you guys will be able to find a 1-bedroom apartment or maybe even a house, who knows. Okay, so that's number 4, either the tech field when you're making $120,000 or more, in the medical field, okay, when you're coming up with new ideas, creative ideas to make a substantial amount of money in a good living. So that's number 4. Okay, number 5. All right, so think about this. Number 5, they say that a family of 4, if you're making $120,000, you're considered below income. Okay, think about that. You're going to a place where if you're making $100,000 and 4 people are living off that, you are struggling. Okay, think about that. Okay, in some places, $120,000 will go very far for a 4-person family, but in San Francisco, it doesn't go too far. Okay, remember, think about it. Majority of your income is going towards rent or mortgage. So you're looking at least 30 to 40 to 50% of your money that you make is going towards that. All right, so that's number 5. All right, so think about that. Okay, you plan on having a family, you may have to wait until you're in a situation where you can actually pay the mortgage and take care of your family. Okay, so that's number 5. Number 6, find out about all the activities that goes on in San Francisco and around that area. Okay, so expect going to places that are free, especially on the weekends, especially around holidays. Okay, so you're gonna have to know these things, because a lot of the time it's gonna be hard to actually go to places when you have to spend, because going to restaurants, to activities, is very expensive. So expect to go to a lot of free events. Okay, and it's all around the city, and also neighborhoods and cities around San Francisco also have free events that you can go to and learn about, find out about the arts, music, concerts. Okay, so expect a lot of free activities, because you have to take advantage of those situations, because a lot of the times these careers are taking up a lot of your time, and a lot of your money is going towards rent and mortgage. So if you could just find places where you can actually find a free activity, go to it, enjoy it, and explore. Okay, so that's number 6. Number 7, when it comes to a relationship, unfortunately, my city is known to kill a lot of relationships, because a lot of times you have individuals who don't understand. I just can't understand that concept of majority of your money is going out in mortgage and rent. So you may have to spend a lot of times at home cooking dinner, and if a person is not okay with staying like 3 to 4 times out of the week at home cooking, if they're not okay with that, a lot of your relationships are going to be killed, because if you take out your significant other, it's going to be very expensive. San Francisco, if you go even to the movies, I mean, you're talking about maybe $30 just for 2 tickets, and then you want popcorn, then you want drink, and then you want to go to the restaurant afterwards. So you're probably talking about $100, okay, for 2 individuals for one day, a couple of outings a day. Okay, so it get very expensive throughout the week. So if your significant other is not okay with spending a lot of time at home and cooking dinners and watching movies at home and going to a lot of free events, if they're not okay with that, it's going to kill your relationship, because you got to you have to try to think about, okay, if I'm going to use this money to buy groceries, or I'm gonna use this money to go out on a date. And if I go out on a date, then I won't have any groceries. So when I get home, I won't have food to cook. So you have a lot of debating and decision making in order to make this relationship work, and also to make sure you keep a roof over your head. So that was number 7. Okay, I hate to say it, but yes, my town, my city, born and raised, it kills a lot of relationships because a lot of the times it gets too expensive and you can't do a lot of things that you want to do because one, okay, a lot of these places are very expensive, restaurants, movies, car is expensive because you got to be careful where you park. Oh, that's another thing, you got to be careful where you park because a lot of parking meters, okay, you got to put quarters in, and then once that expires you can get a ticket, and then next you know, if you get so many of them, you get your car towed. Also, certain places around the city you have to worry about red lights, okay, and red lights are not that cheap, okay. You're probably talking about $300 or $400 for a running red light. Okay, so you have to be careful of that, and then you have to be careful of certain neighborhoods for parking. You can't park a certain amount of time. You got to park on this street. You can't park on that street. You only can park there for an hour, 2 hours, and so on. So that's another thing that you have to be concerned about when you come to San Francisco, and these are the things you need to know. Okay, so that's number 7. Number 8, stay away from tourist areas. In tourist areas, I mean downtown, Pier 39, okay, you name it, Embarcadero, all these places stay away from. These are the tourist areas. Everything's going to be expensive, okay? Parking is going to be bad, okay? You won't be able to park at certain spots because it's so expensive, okay? So stay away from those tourist areas because restaurants are going to be more expensive. Okay, and I hate to say it, you're going to see a lot of homelessness, okay, and the reason for this is not all the time because a lot of these people are on opium, they're doing a lot of drugs and yada yada yada. You hear that in the news a lot, but that's just 1% of the whole homeless situation, okay. You have people who are being transported here from other places that they don't want to deal with their homeless situation, so they pass that on to San Francisco. Okay, and then yes, you do have some people who are on drugs, but okay, this year is opium, next year is this. Okay, ever since I was a little child, there's always been homeless, and I'm in my 40s now. So what that tell you? All right. We had Governor Schwarzenegger was a governor. All right, we had Ronald Reagan. So if those individuals talk about, oh, it's just liberals and that's why the city is like this, no. Okay, you had liberals, you had conservatives. We need to just stop talking about one group over the other. We just need to come together and find solutions to help out the homeless situation and problem. And then we can make San Francisco and many other cities a much better place to live in. And then my last one is number 8. Yeah, that's it. Number 8 was the tourists. Stay out of that area. Make sure to venture out into the outskirts of San Francisco. It's much cheaper, the food is much better, and not so expensive, and you can actually find parking. Okay, so make sure to subscribe, become a subscriber to my channel. Make sure to give me a comment at the bottom if you are not from San Francisco, or are you from San Francisco and you have your own things that you want to share with those individuals coming to San Francisco. All right, make sure to give me a thumbs up, make sure to hit that bell, and till then, those are the things you need to know when you come out to San Francisco. Have a great day. Until next time, enjoy.